this different idea, this different twist on what freedom actually is, you'll start to understand that when you wake up every day and you don't have to wonder what the day holds for you, that's freedom. So here's a twist on the whole freedom conversation, because that's what all of us want as men, right? Because we want to be free. Free to express myself, free to pursue whatever I want, free to have the job, the career, the finances, whatever I want to possess, the freedom to do that. It's something that man has fought for the entire existence of humans, our right to be free. But what if I told you that real freedom, true, genuine, authentic freedom for any man is not having a limitless possibility and choices. It's actually just having commitments. A man with clear, unalterable commitments is a truly free man. Now, this might be something difficult to digest for some of you guys. I know the first time that I heard this inside of a men's circle, I said, "Nah, what are you talking about?" I'll pull out a dictionary right now and I'll show you what it says in the dictionary about freedom. But the more that I watched men who have commitments, honoring their commitments, showing up for their commitments every single day, I started to understand what this context of freedom was about. Because it wasn't about walking out and waking up and doing whatever I wanted with my day. It wasn't stretching my arms and saying, okay, what does the day hold for me today? It was having clear focus and clarity on what's in front of me. And it was the freedom from the tumultuous nature of having so many choices. How many of you guys have been in that situation where you could do anything? You could really pursue any career. You could really pursue any relationship. You can live anywhere you want in the world. You can go, travel, do different things. And there's so many choices that you don't really know what to do. Come on. I mean, every single one of us at some point has been crippled, whether we know it or not, by the volume of choices and possibilities that exist. Now, maybe for some of us who are exploring and experimenting with going out into the world and on into the unknown, are experiencing a different type of freedom for the first time. And that's fine. A woman named Alison Armstrong, she would say that that's knighthood. It's all about fun and adventure. The world is your oyster. Go and pursue whatever you want and maximize that opportunity. Alison also talks about the transition from knighthood into princehood, where someday those adventures and coming home to an empty house and not having family, partnership, commitment in your life begins to feel kind of empty. Now, if you're not there or you've never been there, maybe it's waiting for you. Maybe you haven't fully lived out your knighthood yet. And that's fine, because knighthood and adventure and fun, all of that's important. It helps us shape our idea of what we want to create with our lives once we finally start to settle down, root, and build. But once you're finally ready to build, you will feel it. You will feel that sense of, man, having all of these choices is actually overwhelming at times. It actually feels like too much. I wish I could just have something to focus on. For me, I remember I was 25 years old. All I wanted to do was have something clear to put my energy towards every single day. At that point in time, it literally could have been anything. I had no idea what specifically I wanted to create with my life. I knew I wanted to be a husband, I wanted to be a father, and I wanted to help people. Those three distinctions make for a million different possibilities. And it was painful. It was actually painful at times. It led to tears. It led to suffering. It led to, what the hell am I going to do with my life? It led to wanting to numb out into vices, to smoke it away, to drink it away, party it away. And I know that I'm not unique. I know a lot of us experience this at some point in time. What I'm here to say is that is a normal transition away from this old idea of freedom and a new idea of what a free man actually looks like. And a free man can only experience freedom when he's fully committed, fully invested, fully dedicated to what he's creating in the world. Now, everybody gets there on their own on their own time, at their own pace. So let go of the comparison game with this. But when you're ready to settle down, to trade in your knight armor and start building the walls of your castle as a young prince, as Alison Armstrong would say, you'll know it in your body. And this different idea, this different twist on what freedom actually is, you'll start to understand that when you wake up every day and you don't have to wonder what the day holds for you, that's freedom. When you wake up and you know exactly what your life is about, exactly what your vital energy is going towards, It's one of the most liberating and empowering feelings a man can have. And if you've experienced it, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, then I'm telling you it's waiting there for you. It won't happen until you've lived out all of that fun and adventure you have to on your own time. But when you start to get that gut feeling inside that says, you know what? I'm ready to build something. I'm tired of going out, burning it down, and coming back to something fresh every day. It's like Groundhog Day. It's like doing the same things all over and over and over again and not actually feeling like you're getting anywhere. When that happens, it's time to start leaning on commitments. And if you're afraid of commitment because you think you're cashing in your freedom for a ball and chain, it's the opposite. It's actually going to liberate you from the mental torment of trying to figure out what your life is for every single day. Now, this is just my perspective. If you want to argue with me about it, then shoot me a message. I'd love to hear, because I've found that the most fulfilling life I can have is when I only have commitments in my life. It makes it really simple, makes my life really clear, makes it very focused and intentional. And when I live my life in a focused and an intentional and a purposeful way, I feel great. I don't know about you guys, but I feel great. And I still have moments where I want to break away and get out and go do something adventurous, and that's fine. But 99% of my life is putting my energy towards my vision, towards my family, towards the future that I want to create. And I'm not special or unique. The same's available for you. You might just have to start considering a different idea and context for what freedom might look like for you. Rewind this, let it hit you again, drop it on a man who you know is stuck in this old definition of freedom and looking for something new. And make sure you tune in next week when we do another Monday morning meditations right here on the Rising Man podcast. Peace out.